I was looking forward to this conversation all morning. So Lonzo Ball says it's not his job to recruit free agents, while Magic Johnson says that this will be the biggest summer of Lonzo's life. Stephen A., what's Magic really saying here?
I think what Magic is saying is that he needs Lonzo Ball to step up so he can help attract free agents, marquee free agents. You're not just a player wearing the purple and gold. You're the point guard of the reinvigorated Showtime, at least in Magic Johnson's eyes. That's the expectations when you made Lonzo Ball the #2 overall pick of the franchise. You want somebody, you know that he can push the ball up the floor, you know that he can pass, you know he's got a high basketball IQ. Lonzo Ball has potential, and I think he's shown enough to validate that. What we're looking for from him and what I've been lamenting all year long is that I don't think he's been nearly as aggressive as he could have been. And that's what I'm looking for. Even though the numbers may have been even a little bit better than Jason Kidd when Jason Kidd was a rookie, understand that Jason Kidd came right on this show and said, don't compare him to Lonzo Ball, or don't compare Lonzo Ball to him. He said it for one reason. I was aggressive all the time. I was coming at you. I was in constant attack mode. And it may have been to feed other people the ball, but the bottom line is I constantly had you on your heels. I wasn't content with getting the ball past half court, throwing it to somebody else, and just running away from the play. I wanted to be a part of the action at all times. I wanted to keep being constant attack mode and have you on your heels. That's what Lonzo needs to do. He doesn't need to score 20 a game, Max. He doesn't need to average 13 assists a game or anything like that. But what he does need to do is have the ball in his hands and be in constant attack mode so he can facilitate for other people, so Magic can have the quality of play that he's looking for from his team, and thereby making it more attractive for prospective free agents. Without that, you don't have a point guard. And if you don't have a point guard, what's the possibility is there going to be of you attracting one of those marquee free agents you are in pursuit of?
I think what Magic Johnson is telling Lonzo here is you got to put in the work this summer, not because necessarily the Lakers think that they have a better chance than not of landing, let's say, Paul George and then having a domino effect, getting LeBron James, or, I'm sure they hope that. But because if Lonzo puts in the work this summer and improves upon his rookie season, given the presence of Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma and Luke Walton's up-tempo offense, the Lakers have a chance to be good enough that in the following offseason, when Kawhi Leonard is a free agent, among others, Kawhi Leonard from the area, they have a good chance to land them, even if they strike out on these free agents this year. Lonzo has to be attractive enough. And let's not forget that I thought Lonzo had a solid rookie season, tell you the truth. I know what you mean about being aggressive. He gave up the ball sometimes, across his half court, he's giving up the ball. But and he has a broken-looking shot. At times he was hitting it. But it was a really good draft, guys. I mean, it was real. Markelle Fultz was even showing stuff just very recently at the end of the year when he came back. I mentioned Kuzma. Obviously, you can talk to the Celtics or the Jazz about the kind of, Tatum and Donovan Mitchell. You can look at Dennis Smith Jr. You can look at Markkanen, right? There's so many guys who came out of this draft. If you're the #2 overall pick and you went to the Lakers, it's not good enough to just be good enough. You got to be really good. You got to be special. And if Lonzo can be special, if he can put in this work this summer and be special, then even if the Lakers don't get Paul George or LeBron James, they got a good shot at Kawhi and others the following offseason. I think that's what Magic was referring to.
Well, listen, he's not the only one. Brandon Ingram's got to get in the weight room. He needs to be right up in there just as much as Lonzo Ball needs to be up in there, because you have two talented young players, but from a physical perspective are relatively weak. That has to be addressed. The value of Julius Randle has been elevated. Last summer, you couldn't give him away for a box of cookies. Now, teams are looking at him with respect and thinking about what he brings to the table, so that's helpful. Kuzma is a stud as far as I'm concerned. He's a future star in the making, I have no doubt. But it all comes down to Lonzo. If Lonzo is that dude, the Lakers are on the come up.